Well, it feels like a long time since we did a YouTube video, a long time since we picked up the camera, but let's be the first to say Happy New Year and Happy Chinese New Year as well.
Yes, happy 2023. I can't believe this is the first That Lovell-Boland live video for this year. We've been reading the news and all of the trends have been focusing on ChatGPT. Now, if you've been living under a rock and you have no clue what ChatGPT is, well, this is what it said.
So as you can gather, if you are new to the channel or if you've watched any of our videos before, we are expats. We've lived in Singapore for nearly 6 years now. And one of the best things, as we always say on this channel, about living in Singapore is the food. So we asked one question and one question only to ChatGPT, and that was, what is its top 5 recommendations for Singaporean foods?
Number 1 on the list is Hainanese chicken rice. If you don't know, chicken rice is actually poached chicken and the rice is made with a chicken broth and pandan leaves, and it's definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah, I really love chicken rice. I've had it last 2 nights. It is a cheap meal, it's a delicious meal. It's kind of like, it's got a lot of protein, it's got your carbs from the rice, and it is just delicious. We have covered it on the video before. We had a really nice chicken rice in Bishan, Minky chicken rice, really nice. They plunge it into ice cold water. It is a typical Singaporean dish. It is on the list and you can tell why.
And you know, there's only one dish which caused pandemonium when chickens were not readily available here in Singapore due to the shortage, and that was because chicken rice is number 1.
So number 2 on ChatGPT's Singaporean food list is laksa. So the script says laksa is another must-try dish here in Singapore, and I have to say, before I moved to Singapore, I'd never really liked laksa, I'd never really tried it that much, but there was one place where I had it, and that was in Yishun, around an HDB estate. It was really nice, it had some spice, coconut, it had really nice flavors. I'm really bad at describing things, but
it was a very cute uncle who served it as well, which is another little highlight.
And one of the best things about these HDB shops is it is cheap as well. It was about $3-4 for the laksa. Really nice.
Very filling and also perfect for rainy day weather. Number 3 on the list is char kway teow. So char kway teow is a dish which is loved by tourists and also locals and also expats alike. And if you've never tried it, it's the sort of fatter rice noodles, and they come stir-fried with cockles, bean sprouts, even the Chinese sausage, and the best ones have the really nice charred wok hei flavor, where the wok is like kind of added to that extra flavor within the dish actually.
Yeah, but I have to say this one is quite controversial, especially in this household. As you may know, may not know, we lived in Malaysia. Rian's mum is Malaysian. We've had some really tasty, amazing char kway teows in Malaysia. But if you have got recommendations for char kway teow in Singapore, if you want to change our minds, please put it in the comments. I know we've had lots of recommendations for food before, but if there's a char kway teow that you think beats Malaysia, you have to put it down in the comments and we have to try it. Coming in, number 4 on ChatGPT's list is roti prata.
So this is another, not really controversial. Of course, we all love roti prata, but for me personally, having previously lived in Malaysia and being part Malaysian, I find it strange that it's called roti prata. For me, it's called roti canai because prata is essentially bread, so it's like roti is also bread. It's like chai tea, I guess. It's one of those things which kind of doesn't really make any sense. But the interesting thing about roti prata in Singapore is it's mostly served with curry, not with sambal and other things. But I think you have a special liking for roti prata here in Singapore.
One of the things that I found in Singapore that I really like is coin prata. It's the really small pieces of prata and you mix it with the curry with the dal and it is like shock. It is so good, and I can see why it's on the list. Like ChatGPT is an AI system, goes through all like lots of text-based things on the internet. Lots of people love roti prata. We are still trying to find the best roti prata. If there's a roti prata that you suggest we try that you think is better than roti canai, we'd love to know about it. Put it in the comments.
Number 5 on the list is chili crab. Now this whole list would have been a complete failure if ChatGPT did not mention chili crab, because I think you can argue that the other dishes which we mentioned can also be found around the region. But chili crab really is authentically Singaporean. One of my favorite places to have ever had chili crab was in Punggol Seafood, which is right on the seafront, and it is incredible to experience the full flavor of chili crab.
Yeah, the best thing about chili crab, it's got the spice, but it's got sweetness, it's got tanginess. It's just like a really nice but really, really messy dish. The one thing about it, you need that bowl of water to keep dipping your hands in. I always get cuts around my hands eating it, but it's worth it because it tastes so good. So there you have it. If you live in Singapore or if you're visiting, they are the top 5 dishes that ChatGPT recommends.
But of course, those were just the tip of the iceberg. And if you want to check out our personal choices of the many various dishes in Singapore that we have tried, make sure to click that card right at the end of this video.
Yeah, we have so many videos of us eating all around Singapore because there are so many great dishes, not just those top 5 as Rianne said, so many dishes. But that was our video on ChatGPT. If you'd like us to ask more questions about Singapore on ChatGPT, put them in the comments below and we'll make sure we make that video.
Thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it. And so sorry we've been away for such a long time. But don't worry, we have lots of content planned for you in 2023. And before we go, don't forget to hit that like button and also subscribe if you haven't already. It really makes a huge difference.
Right, we will see you in the next one.
Bye.